Hey everybody, welcome to Code Booth. Today we're going to be working with the Webflow interactions, and we're going to be recreating their pop animation that they have. So on the left here on this text, I have their pop animation set up already. So this is Webflow's. On hover, their animation sort of bounces and pops. And we're going to be doing that to this image and recreate that animation to give you an idea of how Webflow created that animation, just so you can, instead of being subject to always selecting their default animations, you can create your own and understand how to create your own. So let's hop over to the designer and select our element. We want to be on the interactions tab on the right here, and we want to add a trigger to the animation. So the trigger that's going to trigger the action that's going to trigger the animation is on mouse hover. So we want the mouse hover. We're going to add an action, which we're going to start our own custom animations, and we don't have any here yet, so we need to create one. So let's call this custom pop, and we'll add some timed actions to this. So in the default pop animation, you see it scales back, waits for a little bit, and then kind of bounces in and out a little bit. So let's add some timed actions. So we're going to scale, and by D at the start we're going to scale back to 0.7. Do that a duration of, let's do 0.15 seconds. And then we want to add another scale action, and we're going to do 1.1 seconds, and we're going to sit there at the same scale as the first one for 0.1 seconds. And then after we wait 0.1 seconds, we're going to scale again. We're going to scale above the normal size at 1.1. We're going to make that be 0.15 seconds. Then this is where we want it to bounce in and out. So let's add another scale. And on this one, we're going to scale back just below the default size. So we're going to go 0.9. We'll make this 0.15, and we can adjust the durations later after we test it out and see where we need to adjust the things. Then we'll add another scale. We want to pop back out, but this time we're going to go to, say, 0.05. Then we want to scale again and shrink down to 0.95. And then we'll scale one more time and go back to the original size. So that didn't look very good at all. Oh, we forgot this duration right here. Let's preview again. It kind of bounces way too much, in my opinion. So let's go back, put this at 0.97. See what that does. That's still bouncing quite a bit. Let's just go barely under. There we go. See, I think that's pretty good for just a quick demonstration. So we can preview both. And you have the pop animation the Webflow created. So that's how you do a simple scaling animation. And you can do whatever you want. You don't have to add scaling. You could delete these and add something like change the opacity, the background color, border color, rotate it, or whatever you want. The important thing is to get the timings down right. Webflow makes it really simple. You just add the animation, select the duration, change what you want to change here, and we could add, like, say if we want to make it go invisible after after it goes back to its normal size, you could make it 1 second and then go invisible. So we preview here, it's going to bounce and then it's going to turn invisible. It's not that hard. The most important thing is to get clean and crisp animations is to get the timings right. Not just the timings, but you also have the easing here, so you can, like, there's a whole bunch of settings here. You just have to play around to see what they do. So we worked with just linear, so the animation all went at the same pace. So if you ease in, the animation starts out slower and then goes to its normal pace. And if you ease in and out, it's going to start out slow, go to its normal pace, and then go slow at the end. So it's all a matter of preference and what you like. But Webflow makes it really easy to animate elements without having to mess with any of the code. And that's one of the things I really like using their platform for. Anyways, that's interactions on Webflow. If you want me to cover anything else or need me to explain anything, then you can leave a comment and I'll see what I can do to get back to you.